What's up, guys? My name's Charmander, and today I'm going to be taking you into the world of Golden Sun. Let's get started. 3 years prior to the events of Golden Sun, these two evildoers decide, "Mwahaha, we're gonna steal these elemental stars, mwahaha." However, the temple guarding them is like, "Nuh-uh," and they give up because it's too hard. 3 years later, two boys named Isaac and Garrett find an old man who tells them, "Go to the top of this mountain to retrieve elemental stars, you will." And they're like, "Come with us." He's like, no, I am old man. Kidnap." However, waiting at the top is none other than the evildoers, who beat you up and steal the old man and this girl named Jenna. And them stealing the elemental stars causes the world to kind of shift and go, "Woo, shifting." But you get one of them, and the evil guys is like, "Give it to us," and you're like, "No." And then the mountain collapses, and boom. Then it's told you are both heroes of the world, embark on the journey to save America. And then on the travels, you find two more magic wielders, and they call them adepts, but like, who cares? Named Ivan and Mia, and Mia's pretty cool, but Ivan kind of sucks. And you embark on a perilous journey, spanning 2 continents in an effort to stop these ne'er-do-wells. Once the ending of the game happens, the persons who got kidnapped at the beginning try to continue the quest of the evildoers, continuing to the next game. Now, in that next game, you are now playing as the kidnapped people, trying to start up these lighthouse thingies to bring back alchemy. However, the people from the OG game are now hunting you just like they were in the first game. You see, ooh, isn't that good plot? See how plot that is? Like, ooh. And they continue on that quest, but I'm not gonna go into that. Just go play it yourself. Golden Sun, while definitely having some RPG/fantasy stereotypes, has to be one of my favorite RPG games I've ever played. Starting off, Golden Sun is by far one of the best looking games for the Game Boy Advance. Like, it's crazy that they pulled this thing off in the time that they had. They only had like 12 to 18 months, which is apparently is a super long time for Game Boy Advance games around this time period. They usually got done in a couple months. But with the main world, the towns, the Jin summons, the fights, some of this game can be like super beautiful for what it was. Gameplay though, sort of a mixed bag. While I loved some of the gameplay, it wasn't the easiest to master. They didn't do the greatest job explaining Jin and all that they can do. However, once you do learn about these magical creatures and the status effects and how to summon Thor and all these cool things, it does become pretty epic. It does suffer from the standard random encounters that RPGs are very well known for, and can be a bit gruesome at times to have to sit through. However, for me personally, it wasn't too much of an issue. I've played Pokemon games and such, so it wasn't that bad. Some of the fights could be legitimately challenging, especially towards the end. Even after you've grinded like crazy, they can definitely knock out your people pretty fast. And if you're worried about a Pokemon clone with the Jins, they mostly act as sort of potions, honestly, with the things they do. And they can summon larger monsters for you, but the mechanics for them is very different to something like Pokemon. You also don't find them like randomly in the wild. You find them throughout the world, and they're in the same spot every time, not exactly randomly encounter. The random encounters are just enemies, and they're much more of a rare commodity than, let's say, a regular Pokemon would be. We already went over the story, but I want to touch on it again, as it is what makes Golden Sun truly great. The main story, while taking some cliches, does do a wonderful job at tying in everything in the end. And smaller stories and side quests you take on during the game are truly what make this world as immersive as it is. At least, as immersive as you can get on a Game Boy Advance. Now, we already went through the story, but I want to touch on it again, as it really is what makes Golden Sun truly great. The main story, while taking some cliches, does do a wonderful job at tying in everything towards the end. And smaller stories and side quests you go on your adventure truly are what make this world as immersive as it is. At least, as immersive as you can get on a Game Boy Advance. I completely understand how this game would be challenging for a lot of people. It is pretty old. Like 2001 old, 21 years ago, and it really can show. At least playing the entire game on a handheld console, it shows. Maybe playing it on emulator is better? I really don't know. I don't play in emulation stuff, so I really could not tell you. But overall, I give Golden Sun a 9 out of meows because that is a lot of meows. See you next time.